Mentioned the governor. He said earlier this week, that passing issue 3 with the recreational element, you're talking about medicinal, sends a wrong message to kids. That we're telling them not to do drugs, but then we're passing an issue that recreationally will allow any adult to use drugs, and will probably end up in the hands of kids too.
Well, but that's such an asinine statement. I mean, and that's why I'm going to say it, because you have recreational alcohol use for 21 years and older. You have it. It's part of the psyche of America. I've been to events where all of these presidential candidates hold them, and every one of them serves adult beverages. Mm-hmm. Every one of them serves adult beverages. So why do we say that at political events there's recreational alcohol use being used? Stop it. We know for a fact, if this governor is the governor is, and he has control over the police department the way they do, then they will enforce the laws that they enforce the same way for cannabinoids as they do for beer, wine, and liquor. You find somebody selling beer, wine, and liquor to a child, what do you do? Same thing, what do you do? It sends a message that the state's compassionate to understand that there are people who are ill, and they're going to do anything they can to help those people that are ill. That's the message that it sends.
Now, you and the governor disagree on the marijuana issue.
Yes.
I mean, you've been positive on him otherwise. What do you think about the rest of his performance yesterday?
I said unequivocally, and I'm saying this, I like the fact that finally they let adults speak. I watched that entire, I'll be honest with you, I watched the whole debate last night just to hear Governor Kasich's speech. I didn't care about anybody else on that stage. I don't care about anyone on that stage except for him. I believe that that's really the only Republican chance at having a real good contest against whoever the Democrats throw. Now, was I disappointed in that one statement? Yeah. But don't we have a right in society to disagree on things and sit down at the table and come up with a collective understanding? And that's the one thing I still believe in Governor Kasich more than I do in any of the other candidates. He's willing to listen. He's willing to talk. At the end of the conversation, he may not agree with you, but at least he understood your point. And I have respect for him for that.
So I know you're not endorsing, but his position on marijuana isn't a breaking point for you as far as whether you may support him later on.
I'm going to tell you, I think that, the rest of Ohioans may have a bigger issue with him on his stand, because when the vote comes in, if the vote passes, then they will have countered his belief. So then I hope that he does the right thing and that supports that initiative wholeheartedly since he spoke. Now, that one initiative, like I said, dude, I disagree with all the rest of them on about 30 initiatives. I'm not going to base my support on one stand as long as we can have a conversation. And I think, again, this bill's going to pass, so the governor's going to have a conversation. I would love to be the guy that sits down and helps him understand that there are patients that need this and how we can really strictly monitor the adult usage.
Okay.